Functions. Now, function is a really hard concept. It's not. It's not hard. It's as long as you pay attention. It shouldn't be that hard. So we're just gonna clear this script that I made, and we're gonna start with our last part, this part right here, and instead we're gonna add a click detector onto the part. And it depends if you want to put the click detector, um, hold on. If you want to put the click detector, the script inside the click detector, or you want to just put the script inside the part, it's fine. But I'm gonna put the click detector inside the, I'm gonna put the script inside the click detector, so it's a lot easier to access it. So that's what most people would do. So we're gonna do local click D, and you guys might be wondering why I don't type out the whole thing. It's that mostly because a lot of people like don't want to type out the whole thing, so when they want to mention it, like click D, it's short, so you don't have to. A lot of people actually do like stuff like like V, I mean V, like just like straight out like this because people don't want to say the whole thing. CD. So we're gonna name it like nah, click detector, click D, and we're gonna do script dot parent. We've used this one before. Now, just mentioning, you could go on to another parent. You could keep doing parent and parent. This would eventually, these amount of parents would probably lead to the game, and these amount of parents would probably lead to the workspace. These amount of parents would probably lead to the part. And just the one parent would lead to the click detector, or in my case, the click detector. And we're gonna do click D, and we're gonna do mouse click. We're gonna do connect, and then we're gonna do function. I'm trying to go slow for you guys because I know this is a lot to render in. And we're gonna do something like this. Now I'll explain why there's no parentheses to back this one up. As soon as I hit this enter button, there will be parentheses right there. Now I've always wondered that, and I didn't actually even notice that until I realized that the end had a parentheses, and then I realized that that's the reason why. And I guess I'm wondering why this is here. Now this is here for parameters, so I'm not sure if it'll give me anything if I type in, so for example V, if I type in V, it just means like it's just a lot of people use that to like represent like a part, like for like, so I don't know if I know this, but for V, so I means I forgot what it means. I actually can't remember off my head, but 5V in pairs, and then people do this, and that's for parameters as well, actually. And like you would type in something. So these are just parameters. So you don't need to worry too much about this. And um, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. And instead, we're gonna do click. We're gonna actually create a new local outside here. We're gonna name it part because that's what we're gonna be referencing. We're gonna do script dot parent. Or if you want, or also say or like that. Workspace dot part. This could actually work. This would work technically. You do workspace dot part. So I'm gonna keep workspace dot part because this is pretty flat out. There's not a lot of parents. Script about parents and parents. I don't want you guys to keep you guys like on script about parent. But the reason why I could flat out just say workspace, I don't know, but it's just Roblox thing. Usually you could do workspace that when we game about workspace. For some reason, workspace has its own variable, has its own built-in variables that you can use. So instead of going to like in depth, we're gonna bring back that bring back that one thing, that point. You guys remember that? Probably not. We're gonna say, you suck. Or I don't know. No, actually, you're the best. And we're gonna, and once we click this, this part, so look, it has its own thing. Oh, for some reason it's not popping up. No. But it's usually on your side. It should have like a little click when you hover over it. Has its own mouse icon. And then when we click it, it says you're the best. Thank you, part. And yeah. So it'll print when you're the best. So that's technically a function. But basically we type in local, oh, I thought I spelled that wrong. Local function first. And we could type in, and we could copy and paste print you're the best. And this would need to be first. So technically, if I put down a local here, like local, actually no, if I try to put down local first, because this is a function, I mean local. If I try to put down this, it will not work. So that's because this is first, and it doesn't recognize this. It doesn't see this. It never saw this. But if I put it above, and mentioned, I mentioned first, so it doesn't really know what I'm talking about. But now that I did that, it knows exactly what I'm talking about, since I mentioned first. So let's go ahead and run that. So click, and it says you're the best because so it fired. So when this happened, it fired this, and on this function, it would print you're the best. So yeah, that's everything. So you guys have a wonderful day, and see you guys